So before going to study evaporation, so first of all, we will discuss general thing. So you might be know, so we already studied about boiling. So can you tell me what do you mean by boiling, everybody? Yes, please. All of you. Can you hear me or not?
Sir,
What do you mean by boiling?
liquid to gas, sir.
Yeah. So converting the gaseous state from, sorry, a matter from liquid state to gaseous state by what process? By heating or cooling, everybody? By
Heating.
Heating.
So that process only we used to called as boiling, or we used to say vaporization. So this boiling or vaporization will takes place at all the temperatures or only at a fixed temperature? Everyone?
At all the temperature.
100 degrees.
All the temperatures are. Shivani, what are you speaking? Is it all the temperatures? So boiling will takes place only at what temperature, guys?
100
Boiling will
degrees.
be takes place only at the BP. What is the
Boiling
point, everybody? So only at a fixed temperature, that is what we used to call as boiling point. So this boiling is a random process where only the state of liquid will converting into gas at a fixed temperature. That fixed temperature only we used to call as what, everybody? Boiling point. Understand, Shivani? Don't say at all the temperatures. Boiling will never takes place at all the temperatures. Boiling only will takes place at what temperature, everybody? At a fixed temperature. So always remember, that is why boiling is we used to called as rapid process or rapid conversion of liquid state to what state, everybody? Liquid state to gas.
Gas.
Okay. So it is basically never done by the atmosphere. It is done by the humans. We should need to provide the temperatures. What temperature we have to provide, guys? Everybody? Boiling point temperature. So that is why it is called as not a natural process. It is the man-made process. What process it is, everybody? Man-made process. Understanding? So boiling, we'll study even the difference between evaporation and boiling. Just I am saying that. So boiling means what this is actually liquid to gases. Now, if it comes to the evaporation, so evaporation also we used to call as converting from liquid state to what state, everybody? Liquid state to
gaseous.
gaseous state. Okay, but here this process is also taking place by heating only. But if you notice it, evaporation is the natural process, so which is taking place by the atmospheric heat, means the heat which is present in our surroundings, heat which is, understanding, so which is present in our where, present in our surroundings. Are you clear, everybody? So that is why this process is a continuous process and it is a natural process. So continuously, whatever the temperature, all the temperatures, this process will take place, whatever it is, any temperature. So that is why it is called as, what process we used to call as? Natural process or man-made process? Everybody?
Natural process.
It is natural process. Is it okay, guys? Everybody clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So now, let us observe very carefully. Now, you might be noticed presently what season is running. We all know, very familiar. What is the season now presently? Mr. Gokul Raj, Lingesh, what is the present season?
Sir, can you please
Summer.
little bit down the
Summer season.
Yeah. So
Sir,
it's the
down.
summer season. Now you can see, you might be even see the, you might be watch the advertisement also. So as soon as like drying time and wetting, like sweating time become equal. Like if you put on the, if you put the shirt, like if you wear the shirt, it will become wet. If you put for drying, it will become dry that much faster. Because of why? Because now it's a summer season. So the cloth, if your mother will wash the cloth, if you put it for drying, so is it will be very fast drying or slow drying now, everyone? Yes, please.
Sir, it will dry fast, sir,
It will
because
be,
sun.
yes, it will be dry, understanding, it will be dried faster in summer. But if you take winter season, so winter season, the cloth will never dry faster. Doesn't mean that your mother is stopping the, like washing the clothes, everybody? No. Yes or no? So whatever the season, we people will either it is a winter or rainy season or a rainy season, whatever it is, we people always will put the clothes for drying. But in summer, it will be dried very faster. Winter and rainy season, it will take more time. Is it right or wrong, everybody? But still, finally, our clothes will become what? All of you. Clothes become dry enough. So, but here summer maybe half an hour or 1 hour or half day. But winter and rainy season, it will take 2-3 days to become dry. Is right, everyone? Please respond, guys. All of you. If you are not responding, what I can say. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So now, let us see that. That is why I'll say evaporation is a continuous process. For it will take place at what temperatures? It will take place at the
Natural.
all the temperatures. Clear, everyone? So either it is atmosphere is having more temperature or less temperature, whatever the temperature. So it will take place at continuously. So day and night, not only night time or daytime, any season, any time this will be takes place. That is why we will say evaporation is a natural process which will continuously takes place at what temperatures, everybody?
All temperature.
All the temperatures. Understanding? So, is it necessary to require a boiling point here? That is what my question. Is it necessary in evaporation? Is it necessary to require a boiling point? Everybody?
No, sir.
No.
Because
So
at
that is
natural
why
temperature itself,
evaporation will takes place at what temperature? Below its what?
boiling
So
point.
its boiling point. Very, very important one. So evaporation will take place at what temperature? Below its boiling point. That is what you have to remember. Okay. Mari, who is my absent Darshana and who is one more? All are there, I think. Okay. So that is what. So below its boiling point. Now all of you observe very carefully. So you might be knows class 6th and 7th. You might be studied water cycle. Have you remembered, everybody? Water cycle. Anyone can remember and tell me what is a water cycle? So
Sir, yes, sir. Water cycle. First, it get
so
evaporates and
water
then
will
condenses.
evaporate. You might be studied. This is the sea or ocean, if you have taken, or any kind of water body. From sea or ocean, the water will evaporate and they will form something. What they will form? Because of temperature, because of
Clouds.
sunlight, they will evaporate. Evaporation will take place. So evaporation will take place. Okay. So what it will cause us, everybody? Evaporation, they'll form something. What do they will form?
Clouds.
Clouds.
They'll form the
Condensers.
clouds. So
Water vapor.
yeah, once the clouds will become heavy at certain time, these clouds will again they'll condense us back. That is what precipitation and as well as condensation. Very good, Sanjay. So they'll precipitate. Precipitate means like a water drops. Precipitation will take place and they'll be condensing back from gaseous state to what state? Everybody, in the form of rains. They'll condense back into gaseous state to what state? Everyone?
Liquid state.
Liquid state. That is what condensation we can say. Precipitation followed by what? Condensation. Okay. So condensation process will take place and again it will form in the form of rain and it will be coming back to the earth. So this is the continuous process. That is why it is called as what cycle we used to call as? All of you? Water cycle. So evaporation we are saying. So evaporation of water from sea or ocean or any kind of water bodies will take place. So if you see here, then you can notice it. Have you ever this thought that as it is evaporation of water or our clothes are becoming dry? So which is taking place by nature means in the sense of below its boiling point. Does it mean that water is a volatile substance? Anybody's? What do you mean by volatile? Everybody?
It can change its state.
Easily. Volatile means it will change its state very easily. Yes or no, Mr. Mari?
Sir, one doubt, sir.
Yes.
Sir, evaporation takes place like sea breeze, land breeze. We
Yeah,
can say
everywhere.
it.
Everywhere. Every time. Understand?
Yes.
Yeah. So now observe very carefully. I will teach you what is the cause of evaporation also. Do you all understand, everybody? How the evaporation takes place. I will teach you. Clear, everyone? Understand, Mr. Lingesh? No.
Yes,
You
sir.
might be all notice it. So first let us write that. So evaporation is a process which can takes place without heating. That is why it is called as natural process or man-made process. Everybody, it is a natural process. So let us see. all
One
of you.
doubt, sir.
Yeah.
It is however it is get heated naturally only, no, sir. Then why, sir, we are saying it's not
No,
getting heated?
heated means manually we have to heat. It is not heating, Mari. It is taking the temperature from the surroundings. It is not heating up. Clear? I will explain you
Yes.
how the evaporation takes place. Then you will understand. Clear? Okay? That is what. So
Yes,
write
sir.
it first. Evaporation is a process. Evaporation is a process. If possible, only I'll teach the cause only. Don't worry. Evaporation is a process. Evaporation is a process which can takes place without heating, which can takes place without heating. Understanding? So I'll write the definition. So definition: evaporation is a process. Evaporation is the process in which what state to what state, Ra? In which a liquid state is converting into what state, Amma? Liquid gets converted. Agalya, can you hear me? Converted into gaseous state. Is it anybody's doing or it is doing its own? Everybody. Gaseous
Its
state
own.
on its own. Lingesh, what happened? Below its boiling point or above its boiling point? Everybody. Below its boiling point. That is why we will say evaporation will take place at all the temperatures. Understanding? Without heating. That is why it is called as natural process. So before going to study how this evaporation takes place, I will explain you the more and more example, okay, for your better understanding. So let us write the characteristics of evaporation. Okay, so please all of you keep reading. Characteristics of evaporation. Characteristics of evaporation. Okay, so now today's class only will discuss examples, more examples from your side. I will make the explanations also. So first write first characteristics. Now, in the process of evaporation, it will write first characteristic. So it will take place below its boiling point or above its boiling point. Everybody, below its boiling point. In the process of evaporation, the liquid changes into vapor. The liquid changes into vapor. Vapor also we can call it as what, Kishore? Gas. Okay. Gas even below its boiling point. Shivani, are you remember? Boiling will take place only at boiling point. Evaporation will take place even at below its boiling. Understand, Shivani? That is why boiling is a temporary process and it is a rapid process. Boiling is a temporary and rapid. Suppose if you on your gas, it will continuously boil. If you off the gas, it is the off. So no boiling. So it is a temporary process. All of you remember, it is a temporary process, random process or rapid process. So only takes place at the boiling point. But evaporation is a what? No winter season, no summer season, no rainy season. Continuously it will take place. So is it a temporary process or it is a continuous process? Everybody, it is the continuous process. Clear? Next. Now you can see everybody, for example, evaporation taking place at all the temperatures, and I am saying that remember, evaporation will absorb the heat energy from the surroundings. Understanding? The heat energy which is present from the surroundings, it is heat energy from surroundings. So, for example, see, all of you, I am having something here like 5 rupees coin. Okay. Now, if I remove this 5 rupees coin, is it having any money there? Anybody? I'm having just a 5 rupees coin here. If I remove this one, is there any 5 rupees coin there? Everybody? All of
No,
you?
sir.
No. Same way, I'm having a heat on my surroundings. Now the heat will be taken away by the water drops for converting from liquid state to gaseous state. Then heat has been taken away. Then immediately if I remove the heat, opposite to the heat, who will form here? Everybody. Yes,
Coolness.
cooling will come. Because heat is taken away means automatically that place will become what? Everyone. It will become cool. Understanding? So now chemistry again, pure chemistry. So if any reaction takes place by absorption of heat, understanding, we will say it is endothermic reaction. What is to say, everybody? It is the endothermic process. Clear? So means it will take the heat energy from the surroundings. Do you all understand, Ra? Yes, please. All of you. So absorption of heat, that process is called as endothermic process. So endothermic process always leaves the cooling. So evaporation is a endothermic process or exothermic
Endothermic
process?
process.
So evaporation, understanding? So evaporation is an endothermic process.
Sir, can you please write the definition for endothermic
I will.
process also?
Endothermic process. Okay. So therefore, it will leave the cooling or it will increase the temperature or it will decrease the temperature, surroundings. It
The
causes,
surroundings will be decreased in
it
temperature.
causes cooling. Okay. Now, so if you want to understand endothermic, let me teach that. Okay. All of you remember in chemistry, we're having a reactions are two types. One is exothermic and another one is endothermic. Okay. So now, for example, if you are burning your gas stove, you tell me your surrounding temperature, if you are standing near to your gas, are you feeling hot or are you feeling cool? Everybody?
Hot.
Hot. Yes or no? We people will sweating also. Yes, Ivani, girls might be no snow. Maybe they're having good experience in kitchen. While you are cooking, you will feel very, very hot, suffocation. Yes or no? Yes. Why? Because the gas will produce a more heat and it will cause us to warm up our surroundings. Yes, Mr. Sanjay, you are correct. Warm up our surroundings. Yes or no, guys? Others, Sam, that is the reason. So exothermic reactions means who will release the heat energy. Release heat energy. Heat energy and totally what will happen? Temperature will increase or decreases? Temperature
Increases.
temperature increases. Okay. So increases. Which temperature? Surrounding temperature. All of you remember. Surrounding temperature increases. Endothermic means absorb the heat energy. Absorb the heat energy.
Energy and leaves cooled energy,
Yeah.
sir.
So yeah, leaves surroundings temperature decreases. So leaves you what? Everybody. It leaves you cooling. Okay, Ra. Kishore, what happened, Ra? Understood, Ra?
Yes, sir.
Engage? Yeah. Pranav, any doubt, Pranav? So that is what. So evaporation always. Now you tell me, boiling is a what? Boiling is exothermic or endothermic? Boiling. Boiling is a exothermic process. And evaporation is a what?
Endothermic.
Endothermic process.
Endothermic. Understanding? So if you boil the water, are you feeling heat or not? Are you feeling cooling or are you feeling heating? If you are boiling the water in our kitchen, in our gas stove, if you are boiling the water, are you feeling heat or cold? Surroundings? Heat. Yeah. So when you are cooling your surroundings, suppose when evaporation is taking place, so it will leaves you what? Cooling or hot? Cooling or cooling? Are you feeling cooling or heating? Cooling. Understand, Amma? So we'll discuss so many examples. As we are presently in summer, we'll experience evaporation more faster. Okay. So now this is the second thing. Next, third point, I will explain you this. Evaporation is a surface phenomena. Evaporation is a what, everybody? Evaporation is a what phenomena? All of you? Surface phenomena. Sorry, what do you mean by that? Shall we discuss now, everyone? These are the three characteristics of evaporation. Once completed, let me know. I will teach you what do you mean by this surface phenomena. Okay, guys. Gokul Raj, shall we start? Yes. So observe very carefully. That is how I will say how that boiling will take place and how the evaporation will take place. All of you remember how evaporation takes place. With more example, I will explain. Okay, how evaporation takes place. All of you remember boiling means. All of you remember Sanjay. So if I take the boiling, so I have taken a full of water in a container. I started heating. My gas stove is burning now. So I kept it on a gas stove. So if you notice it here, all of you. So first, which water will heat up, guys? Bottom or top of the water? Which water? So we, of course, when I
Bottom.
taken the cool water, so entire density is what? If I take the cool water, entire density is same or varies? Density remains what? Same. Yes or no, guys? All of you? Yes, please. Now,
Yes, sir.
whenever I am heating, so which water will absorb the heat energy first, everybody? Which water will absorb the heat? Bottom or top?
Bottom.
Bottom. So that the bottom water will absorb the heat energy. So that this is the heat energy will absorb. So its density will decreases or increases. Density decreases. So that water will goes up. Is it right or wrong? Are you understanding? Like this, the water will be rises up. Then, once the hot water will go up, the cool water will started coming down. Is it right or
Sir,
wrong?
like convection.
Yes, convection. Understanding? Convection will takes place. So again, this water will come down. It will absorb the heat energy. And again, that water will goes up. And again, that water will come down. Like that, this process will takes place. Is it right or wrong, all of you? Everybody? So this continuously, the transfer of heat is taking place only at the top of the liquid or entire liquid? Everybody?
Entire liquid, sir.
Entire liquid. That is why it is called as, what process we used to call as? Everybody? We used to call it as boiling. Okay. So in boiling, continuously the liquids will exchange their positions and keep on heat energy will be changes. That is why now.
So this is while boiling, sir.
Yeah, this is what we used to call as boiling. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Now observe very
Boiling
carefully.
or vaporization.
Yes. Now, if you are having like you are having a sister or brother or anything, now not in winter season, let us verify. Now, you boil a one bucket of water. What you people will do? You boil how much amount of water? One full bucket of water. Okay. Don't boil in plastic bucket, some metal container. And after half an hour, you please collect half of the bucket without pouring. So half of the container you collect and you put it in for your bathing, and below half you give it to your sister or your brother. Now you tell me which water is very hot, top or bottom? After half an hour, you off the gas stove and you take it separately. You all people might be experienced in your real life. Have you experienced anybody? Sanjay, Lingesh? So now you tell me
Sir, top evaporates
which
faster.
water
Sir.
is very hot, top or bottom?
Bottom.
Everybody.
Sir, bottom, sir, because top water may
No,
evaporate.
no. Which water is hot? Top or bottom? No. You people never experience it in our life. Remember, which water will heat first? Everybody, which water will heat first? Bottom water.
Bottom.
Yes or no? Now, as soon as they will heat, they will reach us to where, guys? They will reach us to top or still they will be in bottom? Top. Understand? Lingesh understand very well. Very good, Lingesh. So as soon as if we heat the water will reach us to top. So that after half an hour, I will stop the gas. Now the water which is present in the top, is it a very hot water or less temperature than the bottom water? Very hot water. Because hot water only it is having low density. Yes or no, ma? Girls?
Yes, sir.
That is what. So that is why you experience top water, you will feel very, very hot. So you have to mix more amount of cool water to balance the temperature. But if you use it bottom water, you people not necessary to mix so much cool water. You all people experience in our daily life. Okay, guys. So that is the reason. So this is why we'll say boiling is not only taking place at the surface. Boiling is taking place entire liquid, or we can say throughout the liquid. Is it yes or no, guys? Yes, please. Boiling is taking place throughout the liquid. Is it right or wrong, everybody?
Sir.
Now, How the evaporation takes place? Just now I said, what is the third characteristics of evaporation? Everybody read this. It is only the
Surface phenomena.
surface phenomena. Understanding? So, the required heat energy to evaporate, they are obtaining from where? They are obtaining from the surrounding. So, let me take, this is my container. Now, I am having a water here. All of you remember, this is the surface water. And below also water only present. All of you remember, entire container is fully filled with the water. Now, which water is contacting with the surroundings? Everybody, only which water is contacting with the surroundings?
Top
All of you. Yes, the top water, the water which is present at the surface, the water which is present at the surface, only it is direct contact with the surroundings. Am I right, everyone? Pranav, Lakshana, yeah, Shivani, understand Shivani? So only with the surroundings. So surroundings, who is in contact, everybody? Surroundings contact, who is only at the surface water, understanding, or at the top. So the particles who are present at the surface, they will absorb the heat energy from the surroundings. Heat energy absorbed from the surroundings as well as from the inside the particles of water. Understanding? So water is also having some energy, heat energy. So the surface particles, they will absorb the heat energy from the water particles as well as from the surroundings, so that they will obtain the sufficient energy to escape from liquid state to what state? Everybody. To escape from liquid state to what state, guys? To escape
Gaseous.
from liquid state to gaseous state, so that they will evaporate. They will convert from liquid state to gaseous state. So that is why we will say evaporation is only a surface phenomena, or entire liquid is evaporating. Everybody. Entire liquid,
Phenomena.
only the surface process. Okay, that is what it is happening. So suppose half an hour if you boil, I have boiled for 30 minutes with a high flame. So can I make the water completely empty? Am I right or wrong? Completely it will convert into gases. Yes or no, guys? Everybody? Complete
Yes, sir.
water can be evaporate if I boil for 30 minutes. Yes or no, guys? Respond. But evaporation, is it possible to completely evaporate, everyone? No. Clear? So evaporation
Sir,
is
but it is a very slow process, no, sir?
very, that is what I'm saying, Mari. It is very slow and continuous process. Clear? But this one, very rapid and fast process. That is what rapid and temporary process. Okay? Clear? All of you. That is only we used to say boil. So have you understand why the surface, that evaporation is called as only surface phenomena? Everybody, surface phenomena, understood or not? Yes, because only
Yes, sir.
top particles are getting contact with the surroundings, and they are absorbing the heat energy from the surroundings, and as well as heat energy from where they have taken heat energy from the particles, water particles also. So that is why as soon as the heat energy absorbed from the surroundings and as well as energy from the particles, surrounding temperature, it will become what? It will leaves you what? It will leaves you, everybody, leaves you cooling. And water also become what? Water also become cool or hot? Water also become cool. Okay, that is what. So that is only we can see. Now we are having a refrigerator for having a water. Of course, we are in a now very deep summer. So always we prefer to eat, have a cool water or hot water. Are you preferring now? What water you are preferring?
Cool water.
Correct. Nowadays we are having a refrigerators, everything, freezer, refrigerator, whatever it is. So everywhere we are having a cool water. Now also if you go to villages, people who does not have access to the refrigerator, who cannot capable to maintain the refrigerator. So summer season they used to drink water from something. Can anybody suggest what is that? Anyone of you?
Sir, that
Pot.
pot, mud
Yeah.
pot.
Earth pot, or else we can say pot actually. Earth pot we used to say, or else a clay pot. Basically we used to say that it was called as earthen pot. Okay, so if you have taken earthen pot, you can notice it is made with a clay. Is it right or wrong, all of you? Yes, please.
Yes, sir.
It is made with a clay, and you can see that they will never keep this one in normally. Down they will pour sand and they will put it on it. Have you noticed it? Little sand they will put and they will add it. Is it right, guys? All of you? Yes or no? Respond, Ra. They will
Yes,
put the
sir.
sand. Sir, why, sir? Now observe.
Sir, because sand absorb the heat.
No. Observe. Now you put the sand. After 2-3 days, you can see. Of course, also, if you check in your grandmother's house, ask your parents also. Olden days, they will put the sand surrounding by the pot, and they will put the small this cereals also. Cereals in the sense of like what we can say. This millets. Millets, Telima. They'll put the millet seeds also. So why
Sir,
millet
in
seeds are
chemistry lab
putting?
also
Yeah, the millet
concept.
seeds will grow. The millet seeds will grow or not? Everybody. Yes or no? All of you. So it will be looks like even they will absorb also some heat energy. And listen, what is the reason I'll say? And the sand always they will maintain as a wet, or automatically even the sand will become wet after some days. So why, sir, means let us understand this phenomena. So, and you can see that if you drink the water which is present inside this earthen pot, do you feel it is a cooling or it is a cool water or hot water? Everybody?
Cool water.
It is the cool water. Yes or no? Sir, how it will be, sir? This is the same phenomena. What is the phenomena? Evaporation. Okay. So let us discuss how it will be happening. I will say you. Okay. Now, if you notice it, suppose if I kept a water in steel container, is it water will become cool, guys? Anyone? No. Now, if you notice it, so how's our earthen pot becoming cool means it is made up of what? Everybody, it is made up of what? Clay. Yes or no? So it is having a very minute pores. Minute pores where I will draw the walls of the container. All of you observe the inner part of the wall. This is inner layer and this is what? Everybody. This is the outer layer. Okay. So outer layer. Now it is having a very small minute pores. All of you remember where the water can be converted. The liquid water can be converted into gas. Sir, how, sir, it will convert? So you want, you can buy a pot in our somewhere surroundings. Ask your parents to buy. Keep a water in a pot till certain measurement. So you can notice after, suppose night when you are sleeping, you pour the water till here. By morning, you check it, the water level will be definitely reduced some amount. So surely it will be less than the what you feel. Okay, guys? Sir, how, sir, means this is what? So as it is made with the clay, it is having a minute pores. Means in the sense of no
Sir,
liquid water will
endothermic.
pass. Yes. No minute pores will be present. So what will happen means the water which is contacting to the surface, it will absorb the heat energy from the surroundings. Do you all understand, everybody? It will absorb the heat energy from where? From the surroundings. The heat energy will come through these small pores, and also it will absorb the heat energy from the liquid also. Understand, everybody? It will absorb the heat energy from where? Everyone? Heat energy from liquid, so that the water which is contacting to the surface, it will converting into liquid state to what state? Everybody?
Yes.
Converting into gas state. So the heat energy taken away from the water, so that water will turns into what? All of you? Water will turns into cool. Understanding? And surrounding also you can see the clay, the part if you touch